magazine that's expensive or resource intensive for you to make, then be very careful of taking it away, because you will you'll be surprised, I guess, how attached to these benefits they get. I wanted to talk about Melbourne Theatre Company and their online ticket exchanges, just really quickly. I mean, this is a really, it requires a reasonably complex piece of software to drive this, but the simple fact that a subscriber is now able to exchange their tickets online instead of having to come in to the city, physically queue up and go through the physical process of handing them over, I think is probably one of the best benefits of subscription bundling that you can offer. So well done MTC. As far as I know, they're the only one who've launched that. Bundling ad hoc. Just two simple examples. Canberra Theatre Centre and Sydney Festival both did Paul Kelly's A to Z show, where Paul Kelly did different songs from his catalogue over 4 nights. Had very strong success with bundling that. And I'd suggest that that's because an artist of Paul Kelly's stature, his fans want to show their fandom by coming as regularly as they possibly can. Same for Steve Reich, the classical composer who just recently visited Sydney. They did some bundling there as well. That was a natural fit. In my experience, when you bundle stuff that's not a natural fit, that doesn't truly speak to the art form, if you just have a lot of disparate shows and you create a sub-brand, stick it over it, put it out in the marketplace, doesn't work. And again, I'd be very interested to hear if any of you guys have different experiences than that. The Sydney Symphony, they've got I was talking about kind of segment-based targeting earlier on. Students is a big one for them for obvious reasons, as it is for many of us. They're the audiences of the future. They're often, it has been proven through research that if you get somebody established in an art form at a young age, they will come back at a later point, usually at a reasonably later point of their life cycle. So what does the Sydney Symphony actually do? They're actively building an email database rather than just doing student rush on the day of the event, the same way we always did. Building up an email database, letting that database know and buy tickets for particular events up to a week before the actual show. To get that privilege, the student has to show customer ID at a particular point and register for that email newsletter. And more importantly, they're able to buy their tickets online. Nobody wants to come in and queue up for student rush tickets anymore. They're getting up to a 30% response rate for those emails that are going out, which is huge, and obviously assisting their capacity targets as well as just building audiences of the future. Hiptychs. Now, I really like this one. This is the Roundabout Theatre from New York City, and so this was a slightly different take on building up a particular target audience segment.